previous class, I have completed the portions which are related to your practical part, and we have completed the discussion from those parts. So today, and from the theory part, I have started to discuss the chapter Our Environment, and we have completed it. And today we will start the next chapter. So today I will discuss about the chapter Heredity. Okay, so first tell me if you are having any queries related to the chapter Heredity, and I have told you to read this chapter at your home. So do you have any queries related to the chapter Heredity? Okay, no one. So like the previous classes, I will ask you some questions and you have to tell me the answers. Clear everyone? Okay, okay. So first question. Listen carefully. The first question is, if pea plants having round green seeds and wrinkled yellow seeds are crossed, what phenotypic ratio will be obtained F2 progeny plants? Have we started to discuss the chapter Heredity? Can you remember? Oh, only I think we have started to discuss the MCQ part, right? Yes, yes, yes. That's what I thought that when I have told you the question, I thought that I have discussed this three. So, we have discussed the MCQ type of question. So, now today first I will ask you some assertion reason type of question. As you know that some question will be there from the question, a statement will be there which will be called as assertion. A statement of assertion is followed by a statement of reason, and you have to make the correct choice. Now, what are those choices? I am repeating the options or choices of this assertion reason type of question. Under the option number A, there will be if both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Option number B, if both assertion and reason are true but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Option number C, if assertion is true but reason is false. Option number D, if reason is true but assertion is false, and option number E is if both assertion and reason are false. Okay, so these are the options you have to follow. Now I will tell you the different assertion and reason. Okay, so I will write it down on the board. I have written the question on the board. Everyone please check the question from the board. I am repeating it. Assertion is Mendel assertion is Mendel self-crossed F1 plants with wrinkle seeds to obtain F2 generation. I am repeating, Mendel self-crossed F1 plants with wrinkle seeds to obtain F2 generation. Reason, F1 progeny of a tall plant with round seeds and dwarf plant with wrinkle seeds are all dwarf plants having wrinkle seeds. Now what was the options? Under the option 1, not options, yes, under the option A, if both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct, reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Check assertion and reason very carefully. Now I am telling the different options of different assertion and reason. So under the option A it is, if both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Option B is the, if both assertion and reason are true but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Option 3, everyone mute your microphone. Option 3, if assertion is true but reason is false. Option D, if reason is true but assertion is false. And option E, if both assertion and reason are false. So now tell me what will be the correct option for this particular question. What will be the correct option? What happened? Can you hear me properly or not? Assertion is true. Mendel self-crossed F1 tall plants with wrinkle seeds, F1 tall plants with wrinkle seeds to obtain F2 generation. Is it true? Assertion is true. How? Check the question properly. Mendel self-crossed F1 tall plants with wrinkle seeds to obtain F2 generation. Is it true? Then what will be the correct answer? Yes, option E, very good. Yes, very good. So, for this particular question, both the options are not right. So, the correct answer will be option E. Very good. So, the answer for this particular assertion reason is option E. Okay. Now, come to the next question. This one I will tell you. Okay. So, next assertion reason type of question. Assertion is the experience of an individual during its lifetime cannot be passed on to its progeny. I am repeating, the experience of an individual during its lifetime cannot be passed to its progeny, and the reason is change in non-reproductive tissues cannot be passed on to DNA of germ cells. I am repeating, assertion is the experience of an individual during its lifetime cannot be passed on to its progeny. This is the assertion. And the reason is change in non-reproductive tissues cannot be passed on to DNA of germ cells. Now options are same. The option A, it is both assertion and reason are true, but reason is the correct explanation of assertion. I have got one answer, and under the option B, it is if both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Option number 3, it is if assertion is true but reason is false. Option number D is if reason is true but assertion is false, and under option number E, it is if both assertion and reason are false. Very good. So I have got two answers. So from this question you can understand very easily that both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion, as some changes can occur in the non-reproductive cell which cannot be passed because it is not in the germ cells. Okay, so this particular property can be found in this particular individual. Okay, very good. Okay, now come to the next question. Next question, I will write it down on the board. You have to do it in your copy and you have to tell me the answer. So I have written on the question on the board. So what is the question? Write down the phenotypic ratio of the F2 progeny obtained from the following cross. I am repeating, write down the phenotypic ratio of the F2 progeny obtained from the following cross. So first cross is capital T small t cross with capital T small t, and the second cross is capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Okay, now tell me, you have to write down the phenotypic ratio of the F2 progeny obtained from the following cross. So everyone solve it in your copy and tell me what will be the answer. Okay. Okay, so for the first one you are saying 3:1, but you have to show me how it is coming 3:1. So first cross was right. So from this we will get two gametes. And what will be the ratio? Capital T, capital T, capital T small t, capital T small t, small t, small t. Right? Now if we put it into the checkerboard, we will also get the same result. How will you do it in the checkerboard? Capital T small t, capital T small t. So result is capital T, capital T, capital T small t, capital T small t, small t, small t. So the ratio is capital T is to capital T small t is to small t, small t. So what is the genotypic ratio? 1:2:1, and if one dominant character is present, then it will show its character. So the phenotype will be, we will get two characteristics, tall is to dwarf. So 1 tall and 2 tall. 1 plus 2, 3 tall. So the ratio is 3 and 1 dwarf. So the ratio is 3 is to 1. Very good. So you have to do it like this. You have to show how you have solved it. Okay. If you just write down the result, you may not get the full mark. So in your examination, you have to show how you are finding it out. Now we will solve the next one. What is the next one? Capital R, small y, smaller, capital Y, right? So as it is a dihybrid cross, so what we will get from this one? We will get capital R, small y, and from this one small r, capital Y. Now these two, fusion of these two takes place, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, and after that we will do the self pollination. And from this we will get 4 gametes, and from this we will get 4 gametes. What are they? Capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Same gametes we will get from this one, right? So now you have to find out the ratio of the phenotype in the F2 progeny. Now what we will get, what we have to do, we have to make a checkerboard. So next step is checkerboard, and these gametes will be written in the checkerboard. Anyone completed? If anyone has completed, he or she can tell me what will be the answer. Can you tell me? Now we have to solve it like this: capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Right? So already we have done this one. So we will get capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Again capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small y. Next capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Smaller, capital Y, smaller, capital Y, small y. And the last one, capital R, smaller, capital Y, small y, capital R, smaller, small y, small y. Smaller, capital Y, small y, smaller, small y, small y. Okay, now we will find out the ratio, right? So we will get 4 types. What are they? R means round, Y means yellow, right? Then round, green, then wrinkled, yellow, and the last one wrinkled, green. Right? So what is the ratio of round and yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. I have done a mistake. This one is not round and yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have got round and yellow 9. Next round and green. This one round and green 1, round and green 2. Round and green 3. So round and green is 3. Now wrinkled and yellow. Wrinkled and yellow. Wrinkled and yellow. Wrinkled and yellow. Again 3 and only last one is left, wrinkled and green. So what is the ratio? Again we have got the same ratio. It is 9:3:3:1. Very good. But if this type of questions asked in your examination, then you have to show me the full checkerboard. Okay. Now one question is for your homework. Just write it down in your copy. Write down the question. Same question. Question is the same. Write down the phenotypic ratio of the F2 progeny obtained from the following cross. So you have done 1A and B. Now C1 is your homework. So write down the C. If a round comma green seeded, if a round comma green seeded, genotype is capital R, small y. Pea plant is crossed with wrinkled yellow seeded, small r, capital Y. Pea plants, comma, what will be the genotype of seeds produced in F1 generation? So the question is exactly the same. Plants are exactly the same. That means capital R, small y, cross small r, capital Y. But the question, the previous one was the find out of the phenotypic ratio. But for this question you have to find out the genotypic ratio. Okay. So genotypic of seeds produced in F1 generation. Okay, not in the F2 generation. Genotype of the F1 generation. Can you tell me what will be the answer? Because it's a very easy. Can you tell me what will be the genotype of the seeds produced in F1 generation? Only RR. It is a dihybrid cross. Tell me what we have got in the F1 generation. Okay, now you are not getting. So you have to do it again. Already we have done it. Capital. Very good, Norin. It's capital R smaller, capital Y smaller. It is the genotypic ratio. Now my question is, what will be the genotypic ratio in the F2 generation? Okay. This is your homework. You have to do it at your home. Okay. So for today that's it. I will ask you the question whatever I have given as your homework. Okay. So for today that's it. Thank you and bye bye everyone.